What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we're here back on the Crew 2 because today is the first vehicle drop that the Crew 2 is going to receive. So for those of you guys that have been living under a rock, you won't know that the Crew 2 basically gets 2 free new vehicles each month, and this is this month's vehicle, or at least one of the 2 of this month's vehicle, and this is the FXXK. Easily the most interesting thing on this patch drop for me was this car, as well as this, I believe it's a KTM Expo R is also been put into the game, but I wanted to cover this first because for me, this is the thing I'm most interested in. Now, I was a bit torn on what video to do today because I only really have time for one. It was either between this or doing a full-on patch notes. If you are still curious and you want to know what is actually in this patch and my opinions on the actual patch itself, please let me know because I will go ahead and do that video as well, you know, after this. But today, like I said, just wanted to cover this car specifically because this car is a very interesting one. So, based off the LaFerrari, you can see it's pretty much just an absolute fucking, basically a LaFerrari track monster. As if the LaFerrari wasn't already a fucking track car. I've only driven this round ever so slightly. I've noticed a few things about the car that are very similar, weirdly, to Horizon 3. Now, I have no clue whether this is just the car's characteristics and that is how the car is in real life, because to be honest, I don't really look at this kind of stuff too much. I know I've seen a few videos here and there of like Chris Harris driving it, but I'm not enough to know the dynamics of the fucking car. I'm noticing that the acceleration in lower gears is really, really good. The handling is really, really gripped. It's actually one of the better handling cars in this game. But the top speed is really poor. Whether that actually means anything, I don't know. I guess we're going to find out now. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to find out how good this car truly is. Now, you're probably wondering, what level is it? 317, your boy, you're grinding, touring car parts, boom. And we also have my 316 F40 to the battle of the granddad versus the son.
Dad, you're getting old now. It's time for me to end your life.
So what we're going to go ahead and do is set a time in my F40 LM car, and then set a time in the FXXK and see how good this really is. And I might actually start a leaderboard of like the new DLC cars and keep a track of which ones are the best. And I might make that a little mini series. But today, that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Now, because I'm a fair impartial, we are going to go on the Miami course. This is the one I know the best. This is the one that will get the best times. Let's just go ahead. Now, I do want to say that I have driven this F40 a hell of a lot. So for this FXXK to get anywhere near what this car can do, well, to be quite frank, it'll be very surprising. The reason why that would be surprising, because not only have I used the car a lot, I know how the car handles, but as well as that, I've actually tuned this car a bit, you know, here and there. Nothing like too over the top, but I put a little bit of a tune because this is my main touring car for now. Hey, but we good though. This car will be accurate, not gonna be 100% accurate. Yellow as fuck. My webcam, yellow as fuck. Right, now I'm having to somewhat concentrate for this because I do want these laps to be accurate. But the F40, obviously, this is my benchmark car. This is the car that I know really, really well. And yeah, it's just no different, really. It's yellow as fuck. F40 handles really different to every other car in this game. It's a lot more rear end happy, which I kind of like. It's something which I much prefer than over being, you know, like understeering everywhere, which is something the all-wheel drive cars do a lot. Feels a bit more mechanical. That's so weird to say when you're talking about a video game. Wow, this guy thinks he's talking about real life. I bet he's never even driven an F40 before. Look at me swerving. I'm swerving. I'm falling down, falling down, falling down. So, all in all, these laps have not been the cleanest on my end with the F40. To be fair, I think it's going to be a pretty even playing field in terms of what the actual laps are like. I haven't played the Crew 2 in a few days. It's a bit rusty, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of... This is not going to be my fastest time whatsoever, but we went across the line in a 3:24.6. Hey, motherfucker, let me write this down in this motherfucker. We got the motherfucking notepad in this motherfucker. Hey, and we got purple parts as well. This bitch best be a fucking 320 part. To be fair, that one was, so I actually can't complain. I actually got what I wanted. Hey, look how close we are to finishing that car, bro. Let's fucking go. Right, let's go ahead and jump in the FXXK now. See if it can get anywhere near, what was it, 324.6 is what we have to beat. I have high hopes for this car. One thing I want to do before we go ahead and get into it is open up the rear end a tad, because I did notice it was a bit kind of planted. Also, I'm just gonna change a few more things. It's gonna make it a bit more playful, and hopefully everything goes Okay, so here we go. Hopefully I didn't make it a little bit too playful, and hopefully it is actually like on the same level as the F40. Can I just say, the sounds in this game, I won't get over the sounds. The sounds are fucking awesome. Sounds, I feel like, the one thing you can exaggerate in a racing game, and this game really does. This FXXK sounds delicious. Anyway, what am I noticing about the car itself? It is still understeering, like, even with those changes I made. It's a bit weird because I'm pretty sure this car is rear wheel drive. Everything I said before about this car being gripped though still stands. I feel like if I got the tune a bit different, I would be having a very different story about the understeer. And as I mentioned, like, the sounds of something they've gone really over the top with, and that is like literally the case with this car. It's so over the top. Oh, it's so heavy. It just struggles to get around corners. It's really weird. Right, what we're also going to do is, I don't usually do this in games because I don't like it, is when we get onto this next straight, I'm just going to quickly flick it into fucking cockpit view, just so you can have a quick look. I did show it in the opening cinematic for a bit. It's pretty fucking awesome, actually. Like, the detail. I never use cockpit views just because I play better in the third-person view for arcade races, but the detail and all that kind of stuff of those that use it is absolutely sick. This car handles exactly what it handles like from Horizon 3. There's so many similarities from that game to this game, it's a bit scary. And even with the rear-wheel drive, like, tendencies and the tune, it doesn't want to slide. Like, that is and it's still, it just, what the hell's going on? You're probably noticing the lines I'm taking in this car compared to the F40 are literally completely different. Right, and as we're coming to the finishing line, clipping every single corner, drifting around the last corner, the time we had to beat was a 24.6, and we beat it with a 24 dead. Mad! That's really surprising. That was a 24 dead. That was really surprising for the only reason... Is that my fastest time? No, my fastest time is a 3:23, but that was fucking close. And that was my first run as well. Ooh, that's a bit interesting, that. I thought that was really slow. I thought that was really, really slow. And thank you to Ivory for balancing all of these parts right now, because I've not got one lower part there. I got 3 part drops, all of them being 320. That is fucking awesome too. So we've concluded in this video that the FXXK that has just been added to the game does perform better on track than an F40, at least in Miami, for a player of my like play style. You play like me, then you're probably gonna have a better time than the FXXK. I was saying that it was very, very understeering, very, very gripped. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that stops me from sliding and getting faster times. But either way, definitely worth a look. Obviously, they're free next week for those that don't have the season pass. If you have the season pass, you get 7 days early access and a chance to try these cars early. Definitely worth a go. But that's been it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, more of the Crew 2 patch 1.0.03, I think it is, stuff coming soon to the channel. So make sure to go ahead and hit like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have an awesome, stay safe, and peace.